Hello F1 and IndyCar fans. Today is September 1st, 2019. But before I bring you up to speed on the race from last weekend in Gateway, let us pause for 5 seconds of silence to honor French Formula 2 racer Antoine Hubert, who was tragically killed yesterday at the Spa-Francorchamps circuit in the Formula 2 race, which was stopped because of this tragic event. Our thoughts are with Antoine Hubert, his family, friends, and fans at this time. We are sorry for your loss to the family of Antoine Hubert. Now to bring you up to speed on what happened in Gateway, it was interesting how it transpired. I do hope to have a more in-depth video later on about Pocono, because I'm not finished. I have more to say about that, but right now I'm pressed for time, so I will stick with Gateway and the upcoming races that are happening today. Starting with Gateway, it was amazing how a turnout turned out to be, and yet turns out the TV ratings were slightly less for Gateway than last year. In fact, as of this moment, the NBC Sports Network has the highest TV ratings for Pocono for the IndyCar season this year on NBC Sports Network. So isn't that interesting to think about? So yeah, as I said, there's more to talk about Pocono later. But to get back to the race at Gateway, what a turnout, and what a race it was. After all the unnecessary criticism Takuma Sato got, what happens? He redeems himself by holding on to hold off Ed Carpenter to win his 5th IndyCar career race and under the lights at Gateway. And Takuma, I never doubted you. I was cheering you on, as I always do. I knew you'd still win again. I guess our little handshake at Pocono did pay off. Maybe just a little, took a little longer to show for it to pay off. But there you have it. Ed Carpenter finished 2nd, Tony Kanaan 3rd, so this is the first time the Foyt Enterprises team has finished on the podium on an oval race since 2002, surprisingly. Looks like with the ABC Supply Company backing AJ Foyt, Tony Kanaan finally minded his P's and Q's. Well, that's how he managed to get on there. But at the same time, with Santino Ferrucci finishing 4th for the 2nd time in a row in 2 races for Dale Coyne Racing, now that was pretty impressive. He might have gotten out of the groove at one point in the final lap and accidentally almost spun Joseph Newgarden out, but wow, the fact that they didn't hit anything is a miracle. And what happens? Despite the fact that Pagenaud has moved into 2nd in the points and Rossi has dropped back a bit and Newgarden extends his points lead, Rossi just barely managed to beat Newgarden to the finish line, even though he was out of contention for the win at that point. But that's pretty amazing. Still, anything is possible regarding the next round in Portland, which is today on NBC at 3 p.m.
Where's Marcus?
As for Marcus Ericsson, he finished 16th in the race, and surprisingly he got called on by Alfa Romeo F1 Racing Team to replace an injured Kimi Räikkönen who got hurt during the summer break in today's Belgian Grand Prix. So I wish you luck, Marcus, and I got some Scandi candy to root you on as you replace one Scandi for another, and that other is you. Connor Daly is taking Marcus Ericsson's spot at Schmidt-Peterson Motorsport for today's race in Portland. As for Felix Rosenqvist, he finished 11th in the Gateway race, and today he starts 5th. On pole position for the Portland race is Colton Herta, his 2nd career pole. Can he make a 2nd win today as he holds off Will Power, starts 2nd for Penske? Let's find out. And finally, to get back to the Belgian GP, which happens in a few hours, the Ferraris have, for once, shifted the balance of success and has taken on a 1-2 start. Charles Leclerc is on pole from Monaco, Sebastian Vettel is 2nd. Tune in at 9 o'clock when the green flag flies on ESPN2 for the Belgian GP, and 3 p.m. on NBC, the Indycar race at Portland. And hopefully later on I'll be able to do a separate, more in-depth video about Pocono and my unfinished thoughts about that. Good luck to the best driver, and we'll see who comes out on top through the Ardennes and through the Oregon Trail. I'm Aaron Cylinder, firing on all cylinders.